the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they match up with a former league MVP, Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, blue way. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Calling 2018 a breakout season for tight end George Kittle would be a massive understatement. 1,377 yards gained, the most ever for a tight end in NFL history. Physical, an effective blocker, and he was selected for his first Pro Bowl after the season.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And looking to erase his... Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he gives this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Ryan. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, Ryan. And he's got Gresham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages. and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Get out! Wait! Get out!
Running with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
21!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On third down, Winston. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back on the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now, whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So that'll back them up 5. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Out to the right to Humphries. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Noah Spence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. This is taken at the 3. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run. This is Kamara. Room to run again. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let me go.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. $12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Ryan, flush to his right. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On the ground, Kamara. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him.
And Winston lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Winston. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st down, Ryan. The left side throw complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle made by Justin Evans. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
58 to Mike. Watch the screen.
On third down, Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go play action here on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
There we go.
Winston's pass complete to Tommy Sharp. A gain on the play.
Let's go.
First down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he finds Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will get him one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuck big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true, because they are taught take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
On second down, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Ryan keeps it on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up.
From the gun, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jameis to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tajay Sharp with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready, good ready. Like 25. Oh, you got deep? Let him go.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.